There are a lot of decks out there, but so many cards have been left completely ignored or unexplored. So Team Starlight is here to see the jankiest cards and the jankiest deck ideas out there. This is Jank Tank.
What is happening, y'all? It's Declan from Team Starlight, back at it again with Jank Tank episode 4. We got George here to co-commentate this jank. What's up, George?
What's up, guys?
So, really excited about this week of Jank Tank. I know it's been a while. We've had some people clamoring in the chat, or should I say comments, but the reason it's been a while actually is because our jank enthusiast, jank scientist of the channel, Marcos, actually recently had a baby. So please give a thumbs up for Marcos, the new dad of Team Starlight. So obviously kind of goes without saying, he might have a few less appearances than normal, but he'll still try to come in when he has a chance. So yeah, drop a like and a comment to congratulate Marcos on having a new baby.
Smash that subscribe button if you think Marcos is a good father.
Okay.
Let's get into it.
So without further ado, we've got a deck by Hex. And this is 2 Tribute Turbo. That's what I'm calling it, at least, because the whole point of the deck is to capitalize on this card, Precious Cards from Beyond. When you tribute summon a monster using 2 or more tributes, you draw 2 cards. So everything in this deck is going towards that strategy. We've got the Level Eater, which is a monster that we've been saying is criminally underrated, and this strategy takes advantage of Level Eater by using it for a floating. It can float off of all these big bodies, and then you can use it to tribute summon and get the draws off of Precious Cards from Beyond. We've got just a bunch of really good 2 tribute monsters here. We got the Gadgetron, we got the Fortress, we got the Golem. There's a lot of interesting things coming in here. George, what pops out to you?
Yeah, this seems like a deck that has so many options because you just play whatever good 2 tributes. Like, I didn't even know that this spell card, this continuous spell existed, but there's so many good double tributes in the format. I think the machine idea makes sense because it's a lot of double tributes with synergies, being that they're all machines. So I kind of like that idea. But I think there's a lot of different routes you could take with this list. So what we're seeing here today seems like the creator of this deck felt like this was working for them.
Yeah, I've got some suggestions for sure, but don't want to even judge it before we even see a replay. But in the side, we've got some more double tributes. We got Vanity's Ruler, which I've tried to cook with in the past, Hinokage Tsuchi, and then I think it just looks like some generically good cards. I don't know why we're not maining Heavy Storm. Actually, scratch that. We can't ever out our own Precious Cards from Beyond, so that makes sense. And then I don't know if you ever synchro other than the fact that we're playing 1 quick draw, so... Oh, and we're playing Plague. Okay, so the extra deck probably gets used a fair amount when you're not double tributing. But let's get into a game. Let's see how this performs. We've got Hex, versus Vayu Turbo. So let's get into it. So, oh shoot. So we're probably gonna want to show. Do you want to show both, George? I mean, we've already.
Let's hide the hand knowledge.
Okay. So show hand. Okay. So the opponent's gonna go summon Sirocco. We just went T-set pass. They're gonna attack into our Dandy, which is amazing because that's setting up the Precious Cards from Beyond. Oh my god, double Precious Cards from Beyond.
Double Precious Cards? That's a crazy start. So just draw 4.
Double Pot of Greed, because the Dandy was essentially free. Gonna choose not to set the Mirror Force here. Play around heavy a little bit, I guess. And then it looks like, okay, we're gonna get Foolish Burial for Level Eater, the other huge card in this deck. So this card is, I think we're gonna just see it cook a lot, just getting some continuous recursion off of these. Oh my god, tributing
another
the
double
Fortress?
tribute. You might as well, right? Because you're gonna draw 4 cards. I don't know. I don't remember if this deck plays Force, but if not, you're just drawing 4 cards.
It does. It also plays just all the gadget ones, so it's like, yeah, if you draw 4, you're likely gonna draw into a way to recur the Fortress.
And even if you don't, this is just too much advantage. He's discarding for hand size. Still doesn't matter. We're popping one Pot of Greed, and we're hitting in with Necro Gardener, so things are down bad.
Okay, end
Wing
phase. We're gonna
Blast.
get Wing Blast. Hit the monster. I mean, sorry, the back row. Setting up yet another double tribute if we want, but instead we're gonna play trade-in, so it's not dead. There's that Machina Force. Kai's gonna go hard here, banish the Necro, deal 1,000. The opponent should take 1,000. Yeah, I don't know if they're gonna do that. They should be 1,000 lower. Call the Haunted.
And we've got Call the Haunted for Titanial. I mean, I don't know how this game is gonna go, but it seems like the 1,000 life points probably won't matter.
Let's see. Okay, so we're gonna get Mirror Force on the token. Is that just game? No, opponent is not conceding yet. So, oh my god, we're gonna get the double tribute set. Okay,
That's pretty sick.
When you tribute summon a monster, I don't know. I don't know the precious card rulings, but maybe you still get it. I don't know if tribute summon is the same as tribute. Okay. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Hex knows the rulings, of course.
Okay.
Plays around
the Mirror Force. That was great. Bottomless, who cares? Bring it back.
Doesn't matter. We could have been getting level eater this whole time, but who cares? We're up like 1 billion cards already. That was epic. Okay, so value player, pretty good mills, milling the Plague, 2 darks and a light.
Setting Hamster, so good opening. Hitting with the Dandelion, that's gonna hurt a little bit. And things might start getting bad. We got a Sirocco milled, Vayu popping off.
Oh my, no.
Okay, hitting in for a bunch of damage.
Okay, so now with this hand, we got a lot of options. You're gonna choose to Lone Fire first so we don't draw into the Titanial. That makes sense.
Respectable.
And it's gonna get bottomless. Then we're gonna go for the trade-in, draw 2. Pitch special the Fortress from hand. And then he already summoned. Okay, fair enough.
This seems a little tragic. This is just Vayu doing its thing.
Yeah, Vayu's the most lethal when the little guys are actually doing pressure, because then it's like all out of a sudden they can just like pop off on you.
Yeah.
This one's kind of slipping away. Literally 100 life points.
The Compulse was good though for our guy, but Plague stacking, surely this is just enough. So, you know, we didn't see the precious cards.
Yeah.
Drawing that game, so that's. Oh, but here it is. We've got it. We're holding on to it.
Dang, Vayu's gonna hit for 4K though. That definitely hurts.
Doing this thing. Yeah.
Okay, so now we top deck the Gores. Really unlucky to draw it 1 turn after we hit 4K, but now we're gonna set the MST. The opponent mills Necro Gardener, which is really good. And they're gonna summon Lila, attempt to pop. But we've got MST.
And we're dropping the Gores.
Surely.
Yeah. Okay. So dropping the Gores on the 17 because you have to. And we'll see. No back row, so could maybe come back from this. We could potentially, get a pitch level leader and do a double tribute if we wanted to. Seems like that's the right play. Oh, he's gonna just go into drill.
Oh.
Interesting. Oh, well, I guess you could just do it again, right? He hasn't normal summoned, so
I guess
he's
so.
hitting in. Oh, interesting. Okay, he's choosing to hold on to the precious cards, and he's just saying that the Fortress and Gores on board is enough.
Maybe we don't appreciate the Drill Warrior power. I was like just too tempted to like tribute that quick draw, but now we're gonna get to see if this Drill Warrior is going to be worth the squeeze. So we got
Yep.
pressure cards from beyond now, and oh my god, the triple
We're
tribute. For
getting a triple
those of you who don't know,
tribute.
you can tribute 3 monsters to tribute summon this card. If it's summoned this way, destroy all cards your opponent controls. Oh my god.
That's pretty good. Summons, okay.
And it's chain blocked too, so like, I mean, not this guy's playing rug or something, but he goes chain
Yeah.
link 1 Barbaros, chain link 2 precious cards from beyond. Oh.
Chain link, okay.
Chain link 3 Necro, chain link 4 chain link 4 burial from the different dimensions, so he's gonna get 1 negate automatically, which is really unfortunate.
Pretty good for the value player to have that set up, but obviously attack with the Drill Warrior first, so that's the first thing that gets negated. We've got Call of the Haunted. Hitting in with Fortress. I was thinking about if he wants to negate this, there's really no reason to. And the Drill Warrior getting the 2 Dandy tokens is pretty good. What is that?
It's a little corn on the cob or some sort of
Very
it's
nice.
freshly shucked. Okay, thinking, sorry, take your time, being a nice opponent, as we always try to be on DB. They're gonna go Armageddon Knight. We're gonna make Armed Wing, and then surely we're gonna make use of that Plague. What can you make here?
It's like, I mean, with the Drill Warrior coming back, not really a lot. I was thinking Red Dragon Archfiend, but this is enough.
No. Oh no, it's enough with the brain control. We stole the
That's-
Barbaros. Oh, that was
Barbaros,
such a
no.
good game though. Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
That was a really,
That
really
good.
good showcase of the deck.
Yeah, I really love the idea of, I mean, we saw draw 4, double tributing, and the Level Eater put in work. I mean, that's like when we were talking about Level Eater as an underrated card. I really love how it's being used in this because you can only tribute summon with it.
Yeah, we never got to see Ultimate Offering be used, but like obviously that seems crazy if you can somehow get the synergy going on here. I think there's probably a ton to cook with this because my mind immediately goes to like, can we fit Starlight Rodin so we can just like have no fear when we activate these cards? Can we? I don't know why Gadgetron over just 3 of this guy, because this guy just seems better if we're not playing the field spells, and maybe more Barbaros because that seemed pretty good. Like being able to destroy
that Barbaros.
Yeah, I wonder if we can cut
seems
back
nice.
on like the Titanial stuff and just get rid of the Lone Fire. I don't know. People can continue to cook with precious cards from beyond, but thanks Hex for submitting this one.
It's very, very cool.
Okay, on to the next deck. Here we've got I've dubbed this deck Earth Extenders because it's playing like a combination of all these cool Earth monsters and the Psychic engine to just continually play through all your opponent's interruptions. So we've got the giant rats. Obviously, it's an Earth deck. We got the Rescue Cat, probably the best card in the deck. And all of this is fueling towards Gigantes or Gigantes. This card is really, really good. Has a really good relevant effect. It's like Heavy Storm when it's destroyed by battle. And it's a 1900 extender. And then we've got the Psychic Commanders, the Krebons, the Spell Striker, another card that's been seen on our underrated lists. George, tell me about what jumps out to you in the spells and the side and the rest of this deck.
Yeah, going back to the Spell Striker, really, really cool use of this card. I know when we were talking about this in the underrated card like episode, I guess, it's really cool as this free extender, but then it's just like, what do you do with it, you know? And this deck fully utilizes it as just being like a great Earth extender. Because you play the Summoner Monk, you already play a bunch of spells, so it's very likely you'll be able to just banish an upstart goblin that you used off of like Monk or whatever. There's a ton of spells in the deck, and just seems like you could go into a lot of synchro plays. There's a bunch of great cards in this list that you're allowed to play, like Cat and Grand Mole. Airbellum's obviously a nasty card. Instant fusions, being able to make a ton of synchro plays. Is that a shiny Black Sea in the side deck?
Yeah, I don't know. I guess it's a Earth. It's I guess there's a little milling Raiko. That's an interesting choice. The Jujitsu Master is a house against Gladiator Beasts, and it's a Earth. I don't know what Oppression is doing in this side deck. This seems like the least Oppression deck I could think of. But other than that, I'm really excited about this one. I like the triple instant fusion. I think this card's, if I had to remake the underrated cards list, this would be on it for me. I think this card's really,
Oh
really
yeah.
good. And then the extra deck, we've got like one of each level, and we're playing Musician King because it can allow us to make Arcanite Magician. And other than that, I guess we're playing Gothams because this could somehow come up with the amount of Earths that we're playing.
Definitely.
Yeah, let's get into the game. Okay, so the opponent, oh, I will not show both. Hold up. Okay, so the opponent is going to start off with a T set and pass. We're going to match him.
Makes sense. Save that rescue cat for when there's no back row. We're going to clear the Mirror Force, so that was a good call. We've got Flamvell Magician making Arcanite.
We're going to get an illegal
really risky.
an illegal summoning of Arcanite. It's got to be a non-tuner spellcaster, not a tuner, so I guess that's
He just wanted it to go through so he could brain control it, surely.
yeah, like I guess we're gonna allow that. It's gonna get solemn, so it doesn't really, or like we'll see if this matters here.
Because now he's super, super low. But I guess, yeah, we're just gonna get a Cataster hitting over Android. Why not? Doesn't really matter.
Yeah, interesting. I guess we could have still killed it if it was like an ancient fairy and he just had to synchro into something else. So I don't think it really mattered, but I guess maybe he wouldn't have solemned the brain.
Yeah.
But anyways, game goes on. We are going to hit into this hamster that the opponent searched, and then Arabelle's going to hit into the Raiko. Let's see what he pops here.
Still going for the back row. So he should have some answer to this board, but that Solemn, I have a feeling, is going to come in very clutch. Fair, honestly.
Yeah, Solemn the rekindling. Let's see, did he have like, yeah, he was gonna be able to make a level 8 off of that, so. Oh, but the opponent main decking the Kaiku. Interesting tech.
I guess it's a spellcaster. Yeah.
It's been like really bad as of late. I don't know if anybody else has been having that experience, but it's been especially bad of recent. Let's see. Are we gonna?
We're setting the call.
We're scared.
And just passing. Oh, I mean, this seems like it's worth getting aggressive with the True Nade. You're gonna get a draw off the card trooper getting destroyed. He's gonna book the trooper, so
it doesn't die.
Doesn't get popped, and you don't get the draw. But now the trooper is on the board, so
yeah, it's still a plus in its own unique way, and it's gonna get the plus when it dies eventually, or if it dies. Interesting choice there. Looks like the opponent is just gonna T-set or just set everything again.
This Grand Mole's gonna be really nice. Okay, thinking on summon. We're gonna mill 3. Not great mills, but Call of the Haunted, targeting Krebons.
Ooh,
torrential coming down.
But we do
big torrential. You get the draw. He's got one back row to deal with, and you've got the extenders extending. Yeah. Ooh, we're going for a double extension play to go for game.
Okay, but the opponent does have the Mirror Force. That's also why Gigantis is good. It's not once per turn. Let's see, did they top deck their way out of this?
Let's go. So the Battle Trap not doing enough. We've got Spell Striker paired along with Summoner Monk with no spell. We'll see if he top decks one.
And double Arabellum. I don't know if this could get worse.
Oh, that's pretty bad. Torrential, giving him the draw off the card trooper. Sangan coming down. He has no way to cleanly out this card. There's a spell coming in, but he's just going to choose to keep hitting in with these Arabellums and trying to trade.
Can we even? I guess we play Rykos, so the monk still has value when we get the cap. But he's
Not
gonna choose
anymore.
to set the MST. What? It's okay. We just need to have Grand Mole, and this could possibly go hard depending on. Whoa. Okay, we're gonna make Arcanine
Whoa.
Magician.
Okay.
I did not see that coming.
I mean, I respect it. I mean, he knows that this is hamster, so this is a great way to clear it, and hitting the battle trap too. So that's just plussing.
Yeah, the Grand Mole would have run in and gotten cooked there. So good decision. Good decision by Jarko here, the author of this deck. Okay, so we got Grand Mole just bouncing. The opponent's gonna end phase, Dust Tornado our back row, and then set 2 more. We're just gonna keep on this Grand Mole shenanigans. Let's see if it goes through again. Yep, and probably just set both here, I imagine.
Air Force getting hit, setting another back row.
This time he's
Summon
fed up
Magician
of setting.
pass.
He just goes, it's Flame Bell Magician. you got me.
Yeah.
Okay.
Trading with the bottomless.
Oh, wait, what? Okay.
What?
So on res, he's gonna Imperial Iron Wall, I guess.
Okay, and we're gonna solemn that because that's important.
Yeah, I guess.
I'm not really sure what's getting banished.
Spell Striker? Maybe?
Interesting.
Yeah, Spell Striker. We need to be able to resolve the Spell Striker.
for the video.
Yeah.
Makes sense. I respect it now. And let's see, we've got a set Raikou.
Let's see, he's probably gonna hit the back row here. Deep Prison, okay. Set another back row. So we're kind of stalling out here. This Flame Bell Magician is just too strong. But
And here's Spell Striker coming down, doing its job, getting the Synchro Play, the second bottomless, I believe, being used on this Android. And thankfully, we had a stop to that Fire Dog. That could have been really bad.
here's the third Arabellum coming in clutch off the top.
Why do you even need Rescue Cat? You just draw all 3 of them. Wow, that's brutal.
Oh,
Fire
no.
Dog coming in.
Oh,
But he
wait.
has no more targets.
Oh my, wait, 1, 2.
He only plays 2.
Maybe he drew it.
Interesting.
Who knows?
Yeah, or it's in hand, or who knows, yeah. Upstart coming in. That's not really going to do much, but this Grand Mole is going to keep stalling out the game. Putting in a lot of work. This Arcanite's just sitting. It's finally going to get ran over.
Okay, the Jiu-Jitsu Master pretty good in this matchup. It's unfortunate that it's not big enough. Oh no.
Oh no.
It was in hand.
He did, yep, he did draw it. We've got, this could, wow. Okay, this is going to be good. Good value for the Jiu-Jitsu Master.
Wow.
Getting rid of the Stardust.
And then,
So that was really best case scenario.
oh, Mind Control off the top to steal the Flame Bell Magician and go into Black Rose. No effect. Okay. What now? Interesting.
Attack.
He could have. Oh no, he can't Instant Fusion. I'm trolling. He's at 400 life, so we're gonna bluff set the Instant Fusion, but then Flame Bell Fire Dog per game. Jesus. Okay.
That was pretty back and forth.
All right, let's get into it. We get to go first this time, and we open double Arabellum again. Oh my goodness.
Thankfully, we have Instant Fusion to convert all of these tuners, so we're going to see what we get. There's the Spellcaster. This could be very, very good again. We see that hamster set. Is it going to be a hamster D-prison scenario again?
Ooh.
Dust Tornado. And the Airbellum. Ripping a card.
Yeah, Arabellum's so good with Instant Fusion when you ever do plays like that. That's so awesome.
Yeah.
Okay. The Lila, we're
Lila
gonna
dealing with
give
it.
Attack. Ooh, that's rough.
So we're just setting everything. You just have to imagine those are all bluffs. Looks like it. And setting the Raikou to hit one of these back row. Flip it, hit the monster instead.
Interesting.
And we've got Android. I mean, if you're assuming that all of these back row were set just so they didn't get pitched, you might as well just hit the monster, right?
Yeah, and it's the right
So I
decision
think
because
that's
it was a Raikou. Here we top deck into the rescue tap, but we're just gonna attack for game. Oh, that feels bad. Book.
Yeah.
Interesting. We're gonna Power Well in the end phase just to get the Crevons back because it got Dust Tornadoed.
Why not? Bottomless being used on the Android, and that's going to be it. Too much pressure.
Too much pressure from the Airbellums. So yeah, drawing Airbellum might just be the new strat. But in all seriousness, I really do like this deck. It's a very clean looking list. I just think it's a cool concept. I think it's lacking a little bit of boss monsters potentially. That's like the main downside I see of it. But maybe if we can find a way to fit in something. I don't know. What's a good Earth boss
Maybe a
monster?
couple more spell strikers.
Oh yeah, true. I think we just need to max out on Spell Striker. It clearly won us that game when it made us an android that got bottomless.
Yes.
Okay, but that's it for that deck. Let's thank you, Jarko, for the submission. Let's get on to the final list, which is submitted by True Party King. This is, I don't. What do you even want to call this, George?
I mean, this to me looks like, for the most part, counter dragon. So it's using all of the counter traps, Dark Bribe, Divine Wrath, which I think Divine Wrath, if we're talking about underrated cards, I think that card is very, very good. And we've also got the field spells coming in with the Malefic Blue Eyes White Dragon. And just looks like a bunch of really scary monsters. So that's what I have to say about it. Double Gold Sark in making the list 42 is interesting, I would say.
Yeah, maybe you just don't want to like brick on too many of these, so you just like add some more consistency cards. Malefic Blue Eyes is a card that I don't know how many of the Malefics are in Edison or like what other ones are, but I didn't even know this card was in Edison, so I think like this card could be cooked with because it's obviously just like a decent card. Like you know, it's a big body, it forces you to play Blue Eyes, but it is a dark, so it's like there you go, like light and dark, and it's a level 8, so you could like play trade in. Oh, we are playing trade in. So also, what is this? What the?
Just a tuner.
Okay. So we're What are we? I guess we're synchroning with this guy. Or brain
Surely.
control.
Can you make Trident Dragon somehow? I'm not really sure,
Let's
but
see, Trident Dragon. Oh wow, it only needs. Oh wait, Trident Dragon is 10 stars, right?
I would hope so. It
Yeah.
seems like that's the strat. So you use
Okay.
it to make this guy and you just hit your own gear town. Would it miss timing? I don't really know.
Wait, that's pretty sick. You don't need 2 or more monsters to make Trident. That makes sense, but that's why people make Debris and Prime Material. Okay, I get it. I see where he's coming from. This seems pretty easy to get out. You just like special Malefic, and then you have a field spell, and then you have the dragon. Okay, I'm seeing the vision. The side deck has got a ton of crazy cards.
The side deck is also seeing the vision with future visions.
Yeah, what the heck? Each time a normal
just a
monster
bunch
is
of
summoned,
field spells.
target that monster and banish it?
It like slows down the game in a way that's similar to Black Garden, where it's just every normal summon, it's going to get banished for a turn, so it kind of stops your opponent's plays a little bit, and it doesn't seem like you're normal summoning too much in this deck. You're trying to extend with the Malefic Blue Eyes or cheating out your boss monsters with the counter traps, so makes sense.
Yeah, I think
It's pretty cool.
it's cool to just be able to side all the field spells, because if you play 1, you effectively play 4. I remember this is something I messed around with a lot whenever I've played terraforming decks, is siding Zombie World and Necro Valley, because Necro Valley is a house against like Vayu as long as they can't pop it with like their Raikos and stuff. So
yeah,
some cool choices here. I like it. Let's get into the deck, or the video, I should say. So we are going to go for Hidden Armory and set our Dark Bribe right here at the beginning. Search for DDR. Damn,
we've got Card Trader coming down.
So we got a fellow jank enthusiast here. It looks like we've got Card Trader. This is like a strat that, let's see. Yep. Okay. So we're gonna get the Solemn Wishes. So for those of you who don't know this strat, you Card Shuffler or Card Trader lets you shuffle one, draw again, and then you get an extra 500. So each turn you're getting 1,000 from Solemn Wishes.
So that's pretty cool, but when you got Red Med coming down, Ooh, he's got the Solemn. He's very, very low. And this DDR did get searched, but he also has this set Raikou to deal with this Blue Eyes. Potentially, he's doing a think. He's going to let it go through and just Wyvern out the red med again. Card Trader helping him get some of that life back, setting another Raikou. And I think this back row's Divine Wrath, right?
Yeah, we should just be able to end the game real quick. Wow.
Yeah, that's it.
And
this
we
guy
get to
comes out.
special summon. I guess we didn't explain what this guy does, but if you resolve a counter trap, basically, you get to special summon this from your hand. And then depending on what you negated with that counter trap, it gets like one of these 3 effects to inflict damage.
They're all pretty good.
Destroy a card your opponent has, or special summon a card from your graveyard. So yeah, pretty good boss monster, I would say. It just sucks that it needs to come from the hand and it's not really searchable, but
Yep.
you know, we're cooking.
It's still really good. I mean, in that scenario, stopping the Raikou with Divine Wrath and then just going for game. Super good. Got the Drago sticking around. Solemn Wishes combo popping off. He's getting 500 life, and we're just using these Divine Wraths to deal with Raikous, but we've got a Wave Motion Cannon. So he's got 8 turns to close this game out.
Yeah, so it looks like we're entering a stall game with the Solemn Wishes deck, which is an unfavorable position to be in. I don't know if we have outs to the Wave Motion Cannon besides just our MST.
Surely we would want to draw into it in the next 8 turns, or just close the game out. We've got the boss monster Gadgetron Dragon coming down. Got a bunch of life points being gained and lost with the shell. He's just gonna use the Wave Motion Cannon to make his Blaze Accelerator live, which is fair. Seems reasonable.
I don't know. Maybe he didn't. Maybe the pressure was just too much of the Gadgetron. Okay, wait, but we're getting to see. Hold on, I went too fast. We got to see a Divine Wrath negating the Royal Firestorm guards, and then we specialed out the Vandalgian, but that gets solemned. I guess yeah. This is an inherent summon, so we can solemn that. Okay.
Okay, makes sense. Got the shell doing its thing. And Dyna coming in. Oh no. Did this deck have outs to Dyna?
I don't know the answer to that question, but while we're talking, like the volcanic shell is really synergized so insanely with this card trader. I love this synergy. This guy's cooking because every turn you can just shuffle back that shell and then re-add it to your hand. That seems
And
pretty
you're
broken.
gaining 500 off of the Solemn Wishes, so the life points does not matter. Whoa, we've got a bunch of duplicate cards, Gear Towns. We got dragons. We've got all 3 dragons. All 3 boss monsters.
Oh
Blaze
no,
Accelerator.
but the volcanic
Cooking.
scatter shot. Damn. Gonna deal 1500 damage, and they have the Wave Motion Cannon, but we have Malefic Blue Eyes White Dragon to beat over this 1900 beat stick.
That's pretty good. Solemn Wishes.
Oh no, our
Not
opponent
paired with the
accidentally
card trader.
lost 500 instead of gained
Oh,
500
no.
with the Solemn Wishes. Hopefully that's resolved. But we get
That
to go
trade in
trade
was
in.
so good. Oh no, Heavy Storm and the Gear Town resolving. It's not looking great.
Oh,
That's
man.
actually just game. All the
Damn.
dragons coming out.
Damn.
Crazy.
We never got to see, unfortunately, the Trident Dragon combo, because that seems like another just super broken thing that this deck can do. But I think he cooked. I think that this combo, Malefic Stardust plus Magna Drago, I need to see
Blue
it.
Eyes.
Yeah, sorry. Malefic Blue Eyes and Magna Drago. Such a cool combo. I love it.
Yeah,
Okay.
it seemed really easy to bring out all of these boss monsters. Like they pretty much all got summoned in the games that we watched. So really cool that you can just flip the Gear Town and say like, I don't have a way to pop this Gear Town, but I'm just gonna drop this Blue Eyes.
Yeah, I love it. And so with that in mind, let's go through. We've got our tiers. We've got our jank tier. We've got our has potential tier, and then we have the might actually be good tier. Or is that are those the three?
Sounds good to me.
Yeah. So with this deck, I think that I'll be honest, this might be my favorite of the three. The two tribute turbo. I also think it has like it just spurs the most ideas in my head of just whoa,
Yeah.
like you could take this so many places. Like maybe we don't even
I
need
mean,
ultimate offering. I don't know. I don't know what this what
by definition, this seems like the most has potential deck you could possibly imagine because it has so much potential for other cards you could play while still going into the same strategy. Like if you really want to go in on the level leaders, maybe you could find some like dark monster double tributes and run things like Greffer and Dark Armed. You could do a ton of things with this deck. So for me, this is a has potential for sure.
Yeah, I agree. I think the I really underrated the quick draw because I was just thinking, why is that even in here? It's not a double tribute, but the fact that you can just like pitch special it, then level eater it, and then double tribute that, or you can like go into Drill Warrior, which loops the Dandy and the level eater to keep tributing in the long run, just seems really cool. I like it a lot, so has potential. What about the Earth extender deck, George? Where you putting this?
I mean, for the most part, we've seen decks that are similar to this, where it's just like a rescue cat build with the airbellums, the summoner monks. I think this idea is really cool, where you can go into a bunch of synchro plays. I'm not sure. Is this jank enough? It just plays a bunch of really good cards.
Yeah, it's weird because like I want to say it can't be jank. It just like yeah, all these cards are pretty decent, but as far as has potential, I need to know more about how we can like build on this idea of Earths. Like what like bigger threats can we put on the table besides just synchros? Someone please in the comments let us know how we can expand on this idea because I think that I would say yeah it has potential for sure. It can't be jank. Jank is too rude.
Yeah, agreed.
And now we have the counter trap dragons. This one seems kind of jank.
This deck is jank as hell, but it seems really, really fun. Uh, it just seems like if we were gonna make this a meta, like competitively viable deck, it would get hurt really hard by oppression. You'd need to have your dark bribe, or like to deal with the oppression when it gets activated, or you're cooked. But it seems
Yeah.
really fun. I love the idea behind it. You get to play all these really cool dragons that just look badass and don't really see any play at all. I think there's a way to expand on this idea for sure. Like we saw the matches, it seemed really good and surprisingly consistent. But who knows?
Yeah, I think I like trade-in. I like that there's that kind of cool synergy going on where you know, if you play Malefic Blue Eyes, you have to play Blue Eyes, and then at that point you're running like 5 level 8s, so like you're almost all the way there. So I like trade-in. I love the Gear Town engine. Everybody knows that. There might be some decks that this deck just kind of bodies because certain decks have trouble with just these giant beat sticks that this deck seems to be really easily pump them out. But yeah, it seems pretty fragile. Seems like we're running a lot of negs in the form of these Dark Bribes and Divine Wraths in order to support Vandalgian. So we'll have to drop it in the jank tier, but jank
A
doesn't mean
respectful
not fun.
jank
Yeah, a
for
respectful
sure.
jank. Yeah. So that was the three lists we got today. We're a little backlogged on submissions, so we've got another episode in the works. So stay tuned for that. But we do still need more submissions. We want to see more cooking. So if you want to be featured on the channel, join our Discord in the description and submit a deck list and a replay that you want us to showcase on the channel, and we will go over it and give our thoughts on the list.
See you guys.